title fights. If you had to bet your last dollar on one of the challengers, Usyk for Joshua and Wilder for Fury, which would it be?
That's a very good question.
Thanks, Lee. I'll do about one a year.
No, you throw them out more often than that. I don't think either underdog's going to win.
No, me neither,
But I can see Usyk outboxing Joshua right now more likely than Deontay knocking out Fury. So,
wow. Those are the words of Lou Dibella as he was asked a very savvy question, a very interesting question. And he was asked, who do you think is going to win? Well, first of all, he said he don't think any of them will win. He doesn't think Wilder will beat Fury, or he doesn't think Oleksandr will beat Anthony Joshua. But he said if he had to put money on it, because that was the question, who could do more? And he stated Oleksandr Usyk, he sees him beating or outboxing Anthony Joshua at this point of his career more so than Deontay Wilder knocking out Tyson Fury. And I have to agree with him. I think that Oleksandr Usyk is better doing what he does than Deontay Wilder doing what he does with different opponents or higher level opponents. See, understand this. Deontay Wilder has, 40-some knockouts, but look at who he's knocked out. Okay, the best person he's knocked out, he's done it twice, and that's against Luis Ortiz. Dominic Breazeale, he's not so much because he's going downhill. Okay, when Dominic Breazeale fought anyone else that was worth anything to maintain where he was, he lost. Okay, and when you lose the third time, it's almost like doing something or of offense. Sure, when you do it the first time, it's nothing. But if it's twice, okay, it adds to the first. But if it's 3 times, okay, they're all adding together. So it's really, a record. That's what the record is for. But it really illustrates what you've done all 3 times. And all 3 times, Dominic Breazeale has lost. Saying all that to say this, Wilder, who else has he knocked out that was on the level? Anytime that he moved up in opposition, he's either, or some type of adversity. And the first one was Luis Ortiz. He overcame. But that was the only time. Okay, he made it. He had a draw, which was his first blemish. Then he took a first L from that same guy. Okay, so it's not likely that Wilder will knock him out. I think Wilder can knock out Tyson Fury, but I see Oleksandr Usyk being a boxer, being a better boxer than Anthony Joshua. I see him outboxing Anthony Joshua before Deontay Wilder knocking out Fury. It's just because I think he's better at doing it. He's more natural at doing those type of things because it's second nature to him. Deontay Wilder knocking someone out of significance, even though he dropped him twice in the first in the first fight of Tyson Fury, he didn't get the job done. In the second fight, we don't know what the hell was wrong with him, so whatever. And only the third fight will tell. But, this is just a prediction. But it shows you this too. Okay, this is what I look at in the big picture. The big picture is Anthony Joshua fighting Oleksandr Usyk is more significant than a third fight that nobody wanted with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. This is a third fight. Okay, what's more significant? A third fight with the same guys, or a fresh new fight with 2 different guys? One's a mandatory, the other one's a unified champion. I would bet that one. Because for 1, we never seen it before. For 2, we have an undefeated guy versus a guy that's been once defeated. Now, you could argue and say that Tyson Fury hasn't been defeated either. Okay, so I know where people will go, well, no, Tyson Fury's undefeated. But Tyson Fury is fighting Deontay Wilder because more than likely he had to, or he was going to suffer more persecution. Right? Maybe, maybe not, because they never tried, so we'll never know. So let's just leave it with that. Either way, it's a third fight. So really, What haven't you seen? You've seen Deontay Wilder get beat up on the second fight. You've seen Deontay Wilder get outboxed and drop and almost knock out Tyson Fury the second fight. Now, you can argue and say, oh, well, that's what it is. But no, none of those guys have been in there with the other two. Okay, so again, Oleksandr Usyk is his own, holds his own threat to the heavyweight division. And he's undefeated. And he's former undisputed cruiserweight champion. Okay? Olympic gold heavyweight champion. A lot of people keep forgetting that. So I think Oleksandr Usyk is very good at what he does. Versus Deontay Wilder, he's very good at what he does unless it's a certain opposition as of seen right now. Because, of course, we haven't seen the third fight. He may change all that. And like I told everybody, if Deontay Wilder knocks out Tyson Fury, he is removed from the redemption list. And that is a high order, and there's only one person that's been able to do that. Not saying he couldn't be put back on that, because the reason why he was there is the reason why, like right now, he's in between fights, and his name is Dillian White. Bars. So, Lou Dibella saying that, hey, Oleksandr Usyk is more likely to outbox Joshua than Deontay Wilder to knock out Tyson Fury. I would agree with that, because I think Usyk is better at boxing than Deontay Wilder at knocking guys out on a certain elite status. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think about Lou Dibella's prediction. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.